So by now you've seen these lights behind me. Some of you actually didn't even know they were lights. They're actually the Nanoleaf Elements wood panels. So I've been using them as the backdrop in my videos, as ambient lighting in my office, and even as buttons to control my smart home. Now after using them for 6 months now, are they stable? Do they have any glitches? Are they even worth the steep price of the starter kit with just 7 panels? All fair questions, all of which are going to be answered today in this video. So in the appropriately shaped box, you're getting a quick start guide, the wood light panels, the touch controllers, all the connectors, and then the power cord. And if you're like me, the setup of something like this on your wall is anxiety-inducing to say the least. Where do you stick them? How do you line them up correctly? What if you want to change it later? The first solution, and as always, there's an app for that. The Nanoleaf app has AR to help you plan out your design. You can even randomly shuffle through these designs to get an idea of what you're looking for. And then once you have one that you like, you can preview what it'll actually look like on your wall. This actually made it really easy to figure out how this was actually all going to work. From there, you just have to decide which one will be the base, as it's going to be the one to have the power cord and the touch controls. One word of advice here, by the way. So the wood grain pattern has a clear direction to it, so make sure they're actually all lined up before placing them onto your wall. That way they're all just going one way. And once you set it up, you can see how accurate this AR actually was. Just incredible. My pack came with 7 lights, but you can get up to 22 panels per power supply and 80 panels per controller. So the wood panel elements don't have different colors, so you can't completely change it to like blue or anything like that. But they do have different hues ranging from 1500 to 4000 kelvins. And you can see how different each scene is here without even really changing the color at all. Now, some cool features about these things. By default, the scenes do this subtle glow, but you can also set up scenes that react to music or any kind of audio in the room. Here's a test where it's only moving based on my voice. This is a test of the Nanoleaf lights that are reacting to my voice. You can see it pauses when I stop talking. Like and subscribe. But it also works really well with music, as you can tell here. There's also circadian lighting features where it can change the hue based on the time of day so that you're getting the right tone for the right time. By default, I have these in a mildly brighter ember glow pretty much all day, but when I'm recording, it's way too vibrant and just messes with the lighting. So 2 really cool things here. 1, you can actually turn each of these panels into a button, and 2, you can set the touch action to work with anything in HomeKit at all, not just Nanoleaf accessories. So watch what happens when I just touch a single panel here. You'll see that the lighting totally changes, and of course, this is why I put them lighter than this. But when I touch them again, it sets to my recording mode, so it's about to get brighter. There you go. So it's just a very slight glow. Now this is all really incredible considering not only can it control my Nanoleaf light, but with HomeKit support, it's controlling my hue bulb to make sure that it's dim. It's also closing my office curtains so that it's not way too bright in here. So you can imagine the flexibility that you're going to have with these just by using those touch panels. Integrations are an important part of this equation if you're like me and you don't like having a bunch of smart home apps. So Nanoleaf integrates with all of these options so that you don't have to use the Nanoleaf app if you don't want to. Now, you didn't come here just so that you could learn how they work, right? You want to know the 6-month later info. So how have these things held up? First up, I'm hoping I can actually capture this on camera, but I noticed almost immediately that the lighting wasn't completely even throughout the panel. You can see each of the corners is dark. This isn't a problem with dimmed lighting, but as you can increase the brightness, it becomes really visible. It's one slight thing that I see every day that bothers me. Second, and this one's a larger one, I showed you guys how this thing has touch controls. And I don't know why this is happening, but if you have touch controls on, there's this bug where the lights just turn on randomly in the middle of the night. This has been happening to me consistently every single night, and I found out throughout my testing, it's right around 2 or 3 a.m. every day. So this appears to be widespread on all Nanoleaf shapes, and it's not just the elements, by the way. Now, the way to fix this? Turn off touch controls altogether. So I've since in the past few months turned off touch controls, and it does work as expected, so that definitely is the fix. I'm assuming the touch controls are just really sensitive, so maybe uneven walls or something is making it seem like the light is being pressed, but that's not confirmed by Nanoleaf. just know it does happen, and don't buy these things primarily based on that touch control feature, because you might end up shutting it off. Now, the final question, are they worth the price? So this pack is $2.99 Canadian, comes with the controller, power cord, and 7 panels. I would say these laminate panels and the dark spots mean the quality-wise on their own, they're not really worth $2.99. But then add in the added smart light functionality, the circadian or music-based lighting, add that they're thread enabled to more effectively communicate with your home, or add that they're HomeKit compatible so things like touch commands can work with a lot of your home and not just Nanoleaf. So all of that put together does kind of make it worth the $2.99 that you're going to be paying. I will add that the extension pack costs $100, making it $33 per light, and to me that is too expensive. Considering that the starter pack is so expensive, I'd like to see the expansion packs much cheaper to balance it out, but if all you need is the 7, then you're set. Now let me know down below if you have any questions I didn't answer. Also follow me on Twitter so that we can actually answer these questions in real time as I'm testing the products. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.